Remember 80s iconic singer Grace Jones? Grace Jones dazzled audiences the world over with her multiple talents and peculiar personality. Even though it's been a while since the nightclubbing singer put out any new music, she is known as a music icon. 42 years after she released her first album, she remains impossible to be pigeonholed with her music. The style icon with a distinctive image, an all-round star presence, is recognized as a musical trailblazer in the music industry. Born in Spanish Town, Jamaica on May 19, 1948. Jones moved from Jamaica as a teen to Syracuse, New York, and at 18, signed her first modeling contract. In 1974, Jones proved to be a force to be reckoned with in every career path she trailed, whether it was modeling, singing, songwriting, acting, or ruling the airwaves with her music. Her unique personality led her to be a trailblazer that is still recognized in 2021. 3 words stand out when describing androgynous Jones: iconic, unique and visionary. Jones has been a stage actress, high fashion model, disco singer, photographer's muse, new wave musician, film star and perennial trendsetter. Close friends of Jones's said she is a major inspiration with chameleon-like qualities, which is a key part of her appeal. Another elaborated that Jones takes you to a higher vibration through her presence alone. She frees you completely because she is free herself. No wonder the mother of a fashion model son, Paolo Gaud, and grandmother was the muse for French photographer, Jean-Paul Gaud. Jones created a dazzling androgynous look for photo shoots and album covers, which Dazed hailed as revolutionary style moments, and Vogue labeled her as the ultimate fashion muse. At her entry into the music industry, Jones had already defied the fashion industry expectation, to establish herself as a high fashion model by walking runways for Yves Saint Laurent, Kenzo, and Aitsidine Ayla during a successful spell in Paris in the early 1970s, where she shared a flat with Jerry Hall and Jessica Lange. Jones launched her recording career with a trio of disco albums, Portfolio in 1977, Fame in 1978 and Muse in 1979. Jones had moderate success during the disco era and successfully proved that she wasn't just a fashionista dabbling in music. In her 2015 book, I'll Never Write My Memoirs, Jones recalls being confronted by blatant racism when she arrived in Paris. She wrote that a leading agent told her that selling a black model in Paris is like trying to sell them an old car nobody wants to buy. Jones said she wasn't put off, but replied prophetically, "I am going to make you eat those words." And she certainly did. In 1999, Jones ranked 82nd on VH1's 100 Greatest Women of Rock and Roll, and in 2008, she was honored with a Q Idol Award. Jones's famed career highlights include chart topper like I've Seen That Face Before. She also starred in hit movies such as the 1984 Conan the Destroyer, and the 1985 James Bond film, A View to a Kill. The album that introduced Jones' distinctive, reggae-flecked take is Turning 40, which proved her ability as a songwriter and genre-blending innovator. The song was not only a hit for Jones, but Pull Up to the Bumper has also proven to be a big chart topper for another Jamaica native, Patra. Jones didn't seem to be too enamored with her modeling career, because it was fraught with ups and downs, which she describes in her book as a throwaway, which she eventually parlayed her growing visibility into a viable music career. In 1977, Jones's club-ready cover of Edith Piaf's La Vie en Rose became a big hit in continental Europe, and shortly after, a remixed version of her 1975 debut single, I Need a Man hit #1 on the Billboard Dance Chart, consolidating her popularity on the gay scene in the process. In 1979, Jones's disco diva phase drew to a natural close as the genre's popularity began to diminish. Her Muse album sold poorly, and Island Records founder Chris Blackwell encouraged her to radically reinvent her sound to reflect her forceful personality and diverse musical influences. At Compass Point Studios in Nassau, Bahamas, Jones wrote, Blackwell assembled an innovative, genre-fusing band centered around revered reggae musicians Sly Dunbar and Robbie Shakespeare. He took all of my different worlds and tucked them all together to create the Compass Point All-Stars, the erotic French side, the acid-tripping rock and roller, the Jamaican drum bass, the androgynous Android electronics, which was met with moderate success, Jones wrote. At 72, Jones is still touring. She recalls her early days living in Jamaica before moving to the United States to be with her parents who had left earlier. She elaborated that she lived with her grandparents, and her grandfather had become very abusive. It's a long way from those days in Jamaica, Jones said, and she's not trying to make the same mistake as her grandfather did with her, now that her son has given her a granddaughter. If you've listened to us this far, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe for future posts. One love.